in Pennsylvania. Kathy.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
You're talking to Eric and Gail. How can we help? What would you like to talk about today?
Oh, my goodness. I am so nervous. Give me a second here.
Sure.
I love you guys.
We love you too.
I watch your show, and I watch the Atheist Experience, and I'll try to be brief because I don't want to waste too much of your time. When I was 17, I had an abortion, and a lot of this has to do with, it's in a religious context. I think I even owe Abundant Life in Erie $50 for counseling. But I also see a secular psychologist. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Anyway, I've been consumed with this. And I also have a daughter who happens to live in Austin by coincidence. So I can understand both sides of the argument. Well, not the argument. From a woman's perspective of having had a child and also having gone through that procedure. I'm consumed with fear, even from calling this show, that God is going to punish me. I know that sounds irrational, but I don't know. I haven't found any peace or relief at all with reference to this issue.
Kathy?
So I was going because, yes.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I heard what you said. You said, I know it's not rational. And I know it.
No, I know that.
That when you're in the midst of this and when it's overtaking you and you're feeling these bad feelings, it's so hard to go back to it's not rational, it's not rational. And I know that can be your mantra, and you still are overcome with those fears. I'm afraid I'm
going to burn in hell just for calling this TV show. But
and you know that's not rational.
Gave me so much. No, it's irrational.
Right.
It's almost like a phobia, but it's something I can't seem to. I was raised as an Episcopalian, but I'm sorry. Please continue.
Kathy, recoveringfromreligion.org, if you go to the website, there's a resource tab, and on the resource tab, you are so not alone in your fear about this. There have been people that have been non-believers for years and years and years, and they still struggle with this lingering fear of hell. That is one of religion's biggest crimes, is that we take a child and we take these images, and the images are magnified from the pulpit. This concept of this eternal torment, it's outrageous that religion has been able to perpetuate that and do that to small children, and it's immoral and it's torture. And you were wronged. The people that gave you that information, they were wronged when they received the information, and you were wronged because they perpetrated it on you. And so if you go to the resource tab, this is not an uncommon fear, because of course you would feel that way. There are lots of resources for struggling with this lingering fear of hell and this lingering fear of damnation, even for people who no longer believe. So spend a little bit of time there. I know you've tried to get some relief, and I know you said that you've worked on it. There's podcasts and there's videos and there's websites and there's books and there's resources there that might help you with it. The other thing I would encourage you to do is to chat into the website, recoveringfromreligion.org. Chat in or call in. You're not going to burn in hell for doing that. You know that, because that's not reasonable. And when you do that, you can share your feeling, and the trained agent on the line will offer you the opportunity to join our online community. And it's in there. You can go to the community of people who share those fears, specifically share those fears. And it's there that you can at least talk through with other folks who are experiencing that. And some people might have found, well, this was a successful thing for me. This helped keep my mind off of it. This helped to allay those fears a little bit. And even though I have to sort of occasionally revisit it and convince myself that this is not real, that may be a place for you to build some friendships and to get some helpful advice on how to manage that.
Well, that, lately, if I don't want to mention anybody's names on the air, because I don't want people get weird ideas in their head. I know I was only supposed to stick to the one issue, but I find Eric so eloquent and so such wonderful young men. My daughter's 29, and if I had a son, I would love it if they had been like them. And they're so articulate as well. Some of these new breeds of apologetics, apologists for the faith of Christianity, have become, to me, I've been watching debates because I don't have anything else to do with myself. I watch YouTube all the time, and I used to practice nursing, but I don't practice anymore. My license is inactive now. I take care of my fiance, and he's 37, and I'll be 55. Oh my God, talk about the odd couple.
Hey,
Anyway, and I have been married twice, but I get along well with both my ex-husbands. I love everybody, and and I think that's what the world should be like. But I digress here. Anyway,
Kathy.
Anyway, what I was going to say was, I was wondering one thing, Eric, dear.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered debating some of these new younger apologetics that have come out?
Absolutely.
I was very interested in knowing that, because you are so articulate, and you're such a, you have, I love the way you and Jamie are able to get your point across without, having it devolve into a shouting match.
Well, I blow my top a whole lot more than Jamie. Jamie is the Zen master there, but
no, I don't think. I think that the other person, they come across. If I listen to them, I'm going to give a if real quick, because as I said, I don't want to mention names because I don't want, people to. You don't know who's listening to your show that might get the wrong idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I listened to a debate, and the other person wanted to re-debate the debate. In essence, they wanted to re-debate themselves. I don't know if you're familiar, if it gives you an idea or notion of what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. There are some people who live in the intellectual dark webs.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
No, that's okay. What I wanted to say is, first, absolutely. And I have picked up debating. This last year, I did my first public debate at in Oklahoma, and it was at a university that is escaping me right now. And I'm so sorry, because they were so kind. The Secular Student Alliance had me out there. I road tripped up, and I debated the apologist David Wood. Right, he has over 60 debates under his belt, and I was shaking like a leaf on a tree. And I was stuttering and nervous, but that was my first one out there. Actually, Matt drove up with me, and we wound up staying at Seth Andrews' place, and it was just a really, really fun trip. And then after that, I went out to Nashville, Tennessee, where I did a 2-on-2 debate, and you can find those on Matt's channel if you want. His channel is the Atheist Debate.
I'd like to see that, because I had someone in mind specifically for you to debate. I find him...
Rogers State University.
Okay.
Rogers State University.
A few people I wanted to see you debate them, because they look like they're close to you in age, like about maybe 25 or so.
Yeah.
And 24, 25 I don't wear my glasses either, so I'm guesstimating you look fairly young to me. And
oh, yay. So, 24, 25. I'm almost 10 years older than that. I just love you more and more, Kathy.
Thank you. But as I said, I won't keep you with these side issues. Be distracted. I know you have other calls you want to take, but And
I appreciate it. And
what do you think? I'll leave you with a final thought, just like Jerry Springer. Don't you think, and you as well, Gail? Don't you think that, as far as being confused about religious beliefs, if you believe that, shouldn't this be not open to debate? Shouldn't it be wholly unassailable? Christianity, period. The resurrection, any and all of it. Why should it be a topic for debate? Why would God make it a topic for debate? It should be absolutely unambiguous.
Sure.
Wholly unassailable.
I think we can take that question.
Good point.
But that said, thank you for calling in, Kathy. That totally made my day. my ego has been thoroughly stroked.
Oh, I meant, no, I'm not, I'm not trying to get, free tickets to, to the, maybe in a year or so, because my daughter lives there, but I had to, thank you. I want to thank both of you. I want to thank you both very, very much for listening to me. I appreciate it, and I've never called into a TV program before, so I was sorry if I rambled on and on.
You were
meant every
good.
word of it.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling, Kathy.
We're going to move on, though. Take care.
Okay, thank you.